Welcome back, and just wanted to show you then more or less how we're coming up with this search activity. This may be common knowledge, you already may know what this is, but more or less we're using the Google AdWords planner to give us indications of what the higher search volume is. I'll do this for all my clients. Essentially, we come on here, we put in the keyword terms that we think are going to be the most popular for you, more or less what people are searching for, and then the Google Keyword Planner gives us a more clear, I guess as clear of an indicator as anything else out there of what the search volume is for terms. So you can see I've got a few example terms already set up there with painting contractors in Kalamazoo, Indianapolis, and Oregon. Now once I hit the search, what this does is it gives us the monthly search volume predicted by Google itself. Now this isn't all the search engines combined, even though Google is, predominantly 75% of all searches are coming from Google. There's still AOL, there's still Bing, there's still Yahoo. Yes, they do make up a smaller percentage, but essentially what you can do then is inflate these numbers by a percentage, because what this is just measuring is Google's actual search traffic. So if I scroll down here a little bit, those keywords that we put in there, painting contractors, Kalamazoo, Michigan, painting contractors, Indianapolis, painting contractors, Portland, we can get those specific search term results, and we can also, it'll also give us some suggested. Now if I look at painting contractors, Indianapolis, it says the average monthly search is 40 times, and the competition is extremely high for that. If you were to do the pay-per-click ads, each click essentially that you would get for that term would be $13.62. That's more or less how Google generates about 97% of its income is through that pay-per-click. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of that because it is less than 6% of people that do click on that. Having the organic rankings is a lot more valuable, but one of the things, Google tries to make it more challenging to rank consistently so that more or less you're in a position to rely on them to be able to get those rankings. So if you look here at the additional suggestions, you can see painting contractors Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 170 searches per month, painting contractors Portland. That's giving you the specific amount per month of those terms. Down here you'll see the suggested. It may be just a little bit off. Painting contractors Portland, Oregon seems to be the more popular search for for that area. You see 720 searches, very high competition. A lot of painters are trying to rank for this. Suggested bid for each, per click is $10.99, and then you can see there's a few other variations of that too. When we go down a little further here, it also gives you some suggestions of surrounding cities and other types of search terms that are popular out there as well. So essentially what I do when I take on a new client is one of the first things I'll do, if it's not obvious already, if you're not familiar with it yourself, is I'll go into this keyword planner. I'll put in multiple search terms that would be the most likely for you, and then I'll go and try to pinpoint what the higher search volume terms are to ensure that we're getting and ranking under those, and then put in the other practical search terms as well. Now some of these will garner back no search results. Basically what that would be indicating is that there's not enough search volume there to tell, which doesn't necessarily mean that there's nobody searching it. It's just that it's not that regularly searched to where Google indicates it as a very high search volume term. The next thing I would do is start tracking your website where it's ranking under those keywords like we are here, and more or less give you a report of what those rankings are currently at. If it's on page 2 or page 3, it'll say rank 20 or 30, and then our goal obviously will be to get that up to the 1-2 position so that you can achieve some similar results to this and generate more leads.